Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Top of the Bottom podcast. It's just me today, unfortunately. Jay could not be here. I will express why in the next episode because I have no idea how to get back. But in the meantime, I do have a very, very special guest with me today. He is an arbiter within the lolcow community, which is a community we've actually talked about a lot here on the show. And it's a community that I'm deeply fascinated by. So I figured, why not have somebody who's been in the community for quite some time? And then there's a very specific reason why I brought him on. But first, let me introduce our guest. His name is Bludspeth. Blood, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing well. I love that your icon on Discord is Nova, the frequent subject of your videos.
It's one of his lookalikes.
Oh, he did. I mean, I wouldn't be.
Real female.
Yeah, it does look a lot like him. He has uncanny ability, I guess we could say. Yeah, I've seen that. One of the things I noticed, you have some incredible thumbnails. And I saw recently you posted on your community that people your thumbnails into frames because they're just incredible. Your what about Tofiachu, right? Was it fat and ugly? I think one was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one was ugly, something like that.
That was...
Right, yeah.
Something like that. Awesome.
Yeah, and when I saw that,
I was. Yeah, I was shocked, genuinely.
Yeah, you're growing pretty
To
fast.
tell you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just scrolling TikTok, and it just popped up. So, I mean, you probably understand my shock just seeing someone with my thumbnails on their wall. And unfortunately, I've had to change them. YouTube TOS is a little bit strict.
Yeah.
But, it'll live on the person's, as the person's home decor, thankfully.
Okay, did you ever get any more information? So I'm assuming a subscriber of yours, and they posted these on the wall. Did you ever figure out like how did that come about? Like, what was the idea?
Well, I guess it's to just make their home look good. I mean, it definitely spruces up the place a bit. They had a couple other images. They had one keeping Lemur's thumbnail. System mode activated. Yeah.
That's awesome. Like I said, it is an interesting I mean, they're gonna have a lot of explaining to do. Whoever they have visitors, like, oh, who's this? Or then they know that's gonna be a new goal of mine is for them to print out and copy our thumbnails and just put them up in their home because I think we got some real beauties on our channel.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's what do they call it? A conversation starter.
Oh yeah. That Tofiachu stuff, man. I can't believe it. So I'm glad.
I always chuckle me.
It's very rare that I find other people that are in the lolcow community. I recently had a coworker of mine at a job tell me she knew about Tofiachu, and I was blown away. I thought that was a very niche subject, but she's very into that community. I don't know if she may be into like Kiwi Tapes' channel. I think that might be the case. Maybe another commentary, but she didn't tell me. But yeah, it's just a crazy story. Tofiachu, and I know you're very familiar with it, and I'm glad I can kind of use this to segue into why you're actually on the show. So for everybody who doesn't know, I actually reached out to Bludspeth about a particular video that he had on his channel. Around 2 years ago, I had suspected a major YouTuber was plagiarizing his videos. This YouTuber's name is Turkey Tom, or if you go to the DDG community, which is Destiny, he's known as Goose Gus and Chicken Chuck for some particular reason. And I had suspected that he had been plagiarizing videos as I had seen a video from another creator, and she had expressed that he had stolen some of her content. I told Jay, our co-host, that I think I should look into this a little more because where there's smoke, there's fire. But things got in the way. Fast forward 2 years later, Bludspeth drops a video on this exact same topic, and Turkey Tom has not stopped. Apparently, according to the video that had Blood, he had stolen from about 3 other content creators. Is that correct?
I think, as far as I knew, at least those specific ones, but in total, definitely like probably up to 100.
Really?
Or just tens, at least tens. Hundreds. I was exaggerating a bit.
Right.
No, I wouldn't say him exactly. I think it's his writers, but it's still his channel. He's responsible for it.
Right, because in your video,
tons of creators.
This seems to be an epidemic because I do want to share with you a little later on in the episode another creator that I've found evidence of doing the exact same thing that Tom is doing, and I'm certain it's because they have around 3 million subs, just like Tom. Maybe you've heard of them before. Their name is Patrick CC.
It rings a bell. It rings a bell.
Okay, good. We're gonna explore some of those clips later on. But first, I talk about Tom because these 2 creators, and Tom in particular, I watched a lot of videos of. But since the time that I found that they're plagiarizing, I unsubscribed because that's not something that I can really support, especially now that we know he's been doing it other smaller creators for a really long time. I sent you the video from Kurenai. Did you ever get a chance to check it out?
I think I did, like way back when. If you emailed me it, I remember watching something you guys sent me, or at least looking through your channel.
Okay, yeah, because I sent you. She actually did a follow up. So she had 2 videos about how Tom stole from her. One was there was 2 Toms. One actually credited his source, right? Mm-hmm. One Tom credited his source where he got it from, and then the other Tom, Turkey Tom, he did not. He just kind of used her stuff and then put her at the end, like saying, "This is the creator I stole from." Like he literally said, "This is the creator I stole from." I guess thinking it was a joke. And now it's major tapes. These other commentary creators in the lolcow community are being stolen from, at least from Tom, his writer team. And I know you said you're working on an update video on that. Did you find any other information about that?
Yeah, I mean, I've talked around to some creators. I don't want to spoil too much, or I guess, how do I say it? Just talk before I know all the facts, but basically he's just, and not even creators in specific, he would literally, I don't know if you know Daniel Larson.
I do, yeah.
He had a wiki. Yeah, his documentary, literally, there's a timeline section of the wiki. I think it was taken down, but there's a timeline section. His whole video is just going point by point off the timeline. Sometimes he would literally say quote for quote words. Like he said Daniel Larson is an unorthodox looking individual, which is really weird to say, but that's taken exactly from the wiki. And if I'm not mistaken, some of his other documentaries just read like thread by thread off of this forum site called Kiwi Forums, which has a lot of lolcow stuff. But it's not only just creators, it's just, and I don't really use Kiwi Farms, but I use like wikis and subreddits for information, but with proper credit, and I put my own spin on it, but he just goes point by point, beat for beat. And from other creators as well, Kiwi, Major Chilla, and if you pay attention to his longer videos, they're really all over the place. And that's because his writers, I'm not saying him, I don't know if it's him or his writers, but whoever's writing just doesn't know how to structure a script, which is something you learn in high school. So there's no straight timeline of events. There's no flow. It's noticeable, at least from a creator standpoint, as myself, who's done documentaries and has some experience in that area.
Yeah, and one of the reasons I think I never really caught on to like the the timelines being all over the place until you started pointing it out, like in your video, is because when when I listened to his videos while I was doing work or editing, creating thumbnails, doing schoolwork, I didn't pay a lot of attention to it. I just hear the funny things that stand out, haha, and then just keep going about my day. Right? It wasn't something that I wanted to put 100% focus into. When it came to paying attention to his videos, I just feel like, oh, it's kind of like a podcast. He's going over this person's history, the worst things that they've done, and we're laughing at them. That's kind of like the idea of his channel. Um, but as I started going back, it did not. A lot of things. One, opinions were stolen. Right, like he comes to a certain conclusion at the end of his Nikocado Avocado video, and it was the same kind of conclusion that Karina, the YouTuber that we've been talking about, she came to, and the only difference he made was he kind of made like some either edgy jokes or fat jokes about Nikocado Avocado, or I don't remember the Asian girl that was involved, but he made like Asian jokes about her. That was like his only real input. Everything else was a beat for beat stolen from her. Even the opinions were stolen from her, the conclusions. Um, so it does seem like it's kind of, it might be his writers. I know recently in his community tab, or not recently, I should say, like around maybe 5 months ago, 6 months ago, he was looking for editors, and that was I think
Oh,
yeah, he was looking for editors. He was like, oh, if you have a experience in video editing or in oh oh, you're back now. Yeah, I just saw it end.
uh,
You're good.
so restart. Last time I heard you, you said something about his writers.
Yeah. So um, he was saying um, he had posted in his community tab that he was looking for video editors and researchers, and I'm assuming originally I thought it was to supplement his Tom Dark channel, which has gone like completely dead, and I have no idea what that's about. He had three channels, or four, I should say. Two of them are dead, and one was a second popular channel of his that he just made quick videos, commentary, called Tom Dark, and that kind of where he just talked moral hell, things going on in the streamer community rather than these like 1 hour documentaries. He When he had posted that, I thought it was going to be for his channel, but then he started releasing videos every 2 weeks that were almost 2 to 3 to 4 hours long. So now I thought, okay, maybe he just got another editor. Now I'm thinking maybe those videos are also stolen.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, I would count on it.
Because I,
Whatever's easiest, whatever makes money. That's, I guess, his.
because I don't understand how you could
It's just.
make a 4 hour documentary, and then a 3 hour documentary, and then a 2 hour documentary in 2 weeks. That just doesn't make any sense to me. I've done it,
It's either
you know.
it's either stolen or AI, and I don't think it's AI because this stark contrast to other creators. It's the possibility that it's stolen very heavily outweighs AI, in my opinion.
Yeah, especially if there's some, because like I used to work for a marketing company, and we used some AI to develop social media content. Like we didn't make new videos. All it did was it found a bunch of stock footage to put behind the AI voice to talk about marketing, and the things they would have me search for were never entirely accurate. I think the LLM models are probably a lot more accurate than they were when I was working for them, but I think they're not going to be as accurate as human research that can just be regurgitated, right? Because like I think a lot of what he produces is considered a like a commentary slop, but now it's just like regurgitation slop. It's not even original anymore, and that's kind of like taking the magic out of his channel for me. Like I don't even watch anymore. I don't subscribe. I can't support something like that.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of stuff, I mean, a lot of the stuff I find, you have to really look. Like, you can't just Google it, it doesn't show up at the front. I have to sometimes just, like, ask people, who know the individual I'm talking about. So that's just like insider information. I'm not saying that like I'm a mafia boss or something. Like I have connections. Like I'm just asking around, but it's not something AI can just do. And I know that he's not contacting all these people, and he's not doing deep dives in wikis and in dead subreddits that may have some screenshots or videos. It's just stolen. I have no other option it could be.
Kind of one of the things that kind of tells me that it's a dead giveaway that most of it is hijacked is, and when most researchers, at least commentary researchers that I watch, um, they they will always at least once throughout their career mention how they used the Wayback Machine to find something. That is kind of like how I know they do their own research. Is like
Yes.
they go, "Oh, I used Wayback Machine and I found this." Most of his videos are just kind of like all the footage from their entire channel while he's telling their story.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no mention of anything like that. It's just and like the wiki I mentioned, the one that was taken down, I had to use the Wayback Machine on it.
Right, 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 right.
And see, so that's how you know it's a very good giveaway. That's true.
Yeah, because I feel like when people use the Wayback Machine, they're kind of proud of it because like searching through the Wayback Machine is like finding a needle in a haystack. You could put any date in any year and not even know what's gonna come up. So if he the fact that he doesn't mention it, that he looked, I think he will mention, oh, internet sleuths used the Wayback Machine to find this, but he never said I went looking through the Wayback Machine and I found this. Um, that's kind of what really started stuck out to me once I started listening for it. Um, and for this show, I particularly hope this is kind of like a unofficial podcast, low effort version of H Bomberman's uh, beautiful classic YouTube and plagiarism. I don't know if you've ever seen that video.
Like, it isn't that the video that kind of like set the standard for plagiarism on YouTube, or I guess calling it out, right?
That's absolutely true. Even Internet Historian
Uh,
got caught up in it. Remember that?
yeah, that video. I mean, I haven't even watched it, and I mean, you see, I know the influence of it.
Yeah, it's I was just telling our producer here and fellow cameraman Ong that about this video. He had not heard of it, but this video did change the landscape of YouTube and plagiarism. It exposed a lot of beloved creators and a lot of creators that aren't so well known. And that's when I saw your video about plagiarism, it kind of got me thinking about what other creators might be doing the same thing. So I decided to start looking in the way that Tom is doing it, right? Because it seems like the new way they're going to try to do it is by putting a ton of videos together and doing it from smaller creators. And I have found a person doing this very thing. So much like Turkey Tom has been stealing from smaller creators, or at least his writing team has been stealing from other creators. Hopefully he can address it. I don't think he will because he's never addressed anything in his life. That's just good,
Yeah,
being a fan of his. Or,
definitely not.
yeah, I don't know if at the time if you had ever been a fan of Turkey Tom at any point in time. Would you say you were a part of his community, or you just kind of like saw him ostensibly?
I mean, I think everyone's watched at least a couple Turkey Tom videos. They're just that popular. But I would watch him from time to time. He had a pretty decent Cyrax documentary that was, as per usual, just beat for beat stolen off of his Kiwi Farms thread. But no, I, definitely watch some of his videos. I know a lot of people who do, at least very casually. He's definitely very large. He definitely has a wide influence.
Yeah, and I had watched a lot of his videos as he would put them out, and he had said a lot of controversial things, or even his own community would call him out for things he would do or say on the live streams, and he's never addressed them. Like it just never mattered to him, because he kind of cultivated that type of edgy humor that can kind of it gives him leeway to get away with it with his audience and not have any responsibility for it. So that doesn't mean a whole lot to me, but for creators that are more, uh, say they stand more on a soapbox, this will have greater consequences. And I feel like the next creator that I want to talk about kind of represents that version, and maybe this video will kind of shed light on that, and maybe we'll get an address from him, hopefully. I mean, even I did just surface level research, and it was very easy to find. I mean, if I give you a new target, hey, you've got free content, right? So I want to look at Patrick.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, all I want is for these people to be exposed, because it's not fair that people like you and Kiwi and Major Chilla and Kurenai are doing real, research, or making, at least having real, genuine, original opinions, and these people are stealing and getting multiple upon multiple amounts of views compared to the original video. So I kind of want to show the
Yeah, absolutely.
this creator named Patrick CC. He has 2.36 million subscribers. The first time I was made aware of his thievery was from his own audience in his comment section pointing it out. He had stolen a video from.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's crazy. He stole a video from a creator called The Comic Historian. Now, The Comic Historian had made a video called The Chronicles of Joke Thieves, where he had a set amount of comics known for stealing jokes. Now, Patrick CC did the exact same video,
That's ironic.
introducing the exact same people in the exact same order. And his audience called him out and told him, "Oh, hey, that's not cool. You're stealing from the Comic Historian. The Comic Historian only has about 50,000 subscribers, which is a lot for me, but it's much smaller compared to what Patrick has." Now, that could just be a one-off, right? Maybe an innocent mistake. However, when I thought about his content, I realized there's something that he and the Comic Historian covered again at this around the same time. So, had you ever heard of the comic festival that happened in Saudi Arabia, the Riyadh Comedy Festival?
The very controversial one.
Yes, that one. The
Just happened?
Yeah, the one that just happened. What's it, like 2 months ago, I believe.
Oh, yes. I've heard of it.
So, the Comic Historian actually released a video commenting on that, how some of those comics on there stand on soapboxes, progressive ideas and slavery's bad and killing people's bad. And they go and they perform for the Saudis. And he made two videos. One was specifically about Bill Burr, which I'll play for us right now, and then one was just about the whole debacle in general. But immediately, or I wouldn't say immediately, maybe a month after, Patrick CC comes out with a video discussing the exact same controversy. He uses the exact same clips that Patrick CC references, and doesn't even change the flow of how it's presented. The jokes that are used, that he shows Bill Burr years ago criticizing Beyonce and Nicki Minaj for going to go to perform for the Saudis. Now he's doing the exact same thing, and so these clips from these podcasts that the Comic Historian is showing, he's displaying himself. So let me play you a little bit of the video from the Comic Historian, his Bill Burr video, because I think that one stands out the most, where he shows this one particular clip from his podcast about Nicki Minaj and Beyonce. So here's a part of it.
I mean, this is the same comedian who said "Free Luigi Mangione" on Jimmy Kimmel Live and talked about how billionaires should be shaking in their boots for not paying their employees enough. But I guess if Saudi royalty is paying you blood money, that Outlook Bill voice no longer applies. I was really shocked to see just how much negative feedback he got in the comments. I figured some people would be upset at Bill, but I didn't think every single comment would be negative like this and getting upvoted by a lot of other people, with everyone emphasizing Bill's hypocrisy. There's also 1.1k likes on this, which means that there's probably thousands and thousands of dislikes to complement all of the negative comments. He also talked about the show with the Saudi government, and he really just shoots himself in the foot even more with this.
The Royals loved the show. Everyone was happy. The people that were doing the festival were thrilled. And yeah, it was just this great positive thing. And I got to tell you, just to be a part of that was amazing. And the comedians that I've been talking to just saying like, dude, you can feel it. They wanted it. They wanted it. They wanted you to like the people want, like, you know, they go online and they see it. They want to like see real stand-up comedy. So it was a mind-blowing experience. Definitely top 3 experiences I've ever had. I'm still trying to process it.
Yeah, this really wasn't a good look. It goes to show that when you build a reputation like this for calling out corporations, billionaires, politicians, and CEOs, that if you fold on that, those people will hold your feet to the fire. It's especially rich when you listen to this old tape of him calling people out for performing
Here's the
for
clip.
Muammar Gaddafi's kids and taking blood money when they're already wealthy.
Oh, sorry, Ed. So he said he's gonna set up this clip, and then Patrick CC does the exact same way in the exact same order. I'll show right now.
Usher, Beyonce, and Mariah Carey actually did private New Year's gigs for $1 million. Did New Year's gigs for Gaddafi's kids. Can you fucking believe that? How much fucking money do you need to make? You know, you're gonna take a gig where you're gonna go dance like a goddamn fucking clown for a mass murderer's kids? And then you take that fucking blood money. And what he's done, you couldn't remember that he claimed he was behind the Pan Am bombings that killed fellow Americans? The fuck is wrong with you?
There's a lot more information. Like he mentions how Shane Gillis rejected going to the very same festival because they are the same guys who did 9/11. That's his justification. Now that joke is very important because Patrick CC also shows that same clip. He shows the clip of Tim Dillon saying he didn't go to he got invited to go to Saudi Arabia. He defended the fact that they have slavery, and because he defended that they have slavery, the Saudis kicked him out. And both the comedy historian and Patrick CC show these clips in the exact same order to tell the story, and to illustrate that he's stealing these exact same clips. This is Patrick CC's video called "The Most Hated Comedy Show in History," and he's gonna make the exact same arguments about Bill Burr about halfway into the video, because most of the video is completely ripped. Here's the first clip we saw showing almost the same comments too.
I love how Bill's response is essentially, "You're all too stupid to actually be mad at this. Great take, Bill. I guess we all didn't realize there were hotties in the front row. Our bad. We're so stupid." In this podcast, he spends a majority of his time debunking what he calls lies, such as the notion that they only performed for foreign diplomats or that women weren't allowed to attend the event. Bill started defending Saudi Arabia and even drew parallels to America. He compared Saudi Arabia's human rights violations to the controversy surrounding the current administration's use of ICE agents to detain suspected illegal immigrants. He also felt that there was an extreme misconception at what life is like over in Saudi Arabia after visiting there. He said, if you actually care about those people and how they're living over there, there's going to have to be these types of things to pull them in. And I will tell you, the Cheesecake Factory in Riyadh, it's incredible. It's right next to a Pizza Hut and KFC. And if you want a pair of Timberlands, it's across the street next to the Marriott, catty corner to the Hilton. His critics responded with, they can't be evil. They have a Burger King. Regime is something that both sides of the political spectrum would criticize. Bill himself even did it. In 2011, Bill called out Beyonce, Usher, and Mariah Carey for doing a private New Year's performance for the children of Muammar Gaddafi.
Usher, Beyonce, and Mariah Carey actually did private New Year's gigs for $1 million. Did New Year's gigs for Gaddafi's kids. Can you believe that? How much money do you need to make? You know, you're gonna take a gig where you're gonna go dance like a goddamn clown for a mass murderer's kids, and then you take that blood money, stick it in your bank account, go buy yourself some glitter or whatever the hell you do when you're a goddamn singer, buy some more streamers to hang on your mic stand, and then when you get busted, you try to play it off like you had no idea who Gaddafi is.
As poorly as this clip has aged, it gets worse. Towards the end of the podcast, Bill makes an offhanded remark about an imaginary comedy festival taking place in Saudi Arabia.
I will see some of you at the Gibson Amphitheater on April 2nd for the Kevin and Bean comedy show that raises money for I forget what cause. I know it's a great cause because no one ever raises money for terrorists, right? I guess unless you do a comedy show in like Saudi Arabia. Isn't that what they do? That's how they raise money with their filthy oil money, and they funnel it through the mosques. Isn't that how it goes down? Is that how the paper trail goes down?
Mariah Carey and Usher went on to apologize for their performances and either raised money for a charitable cause or donated their full payout. But Bill did not do the same. In fact, he's been one of the most vocal in terms of defending himself for his decision. He lashed out at critics on his podcast, basically saying that they were all phony and this was all fake outrage.
I performed in an arena over there. In the round, there was 8,000 people at the show, okay? It was citizens. And then they had diplomats sitting down front in a nerve-wracking way for the performer to make sure that, you know, you didn't talk about the 2 or 3 things that they said that they negotiated down to not talk about. There was women at the show, 4 hotties down front, faces were not covered, smoke shows.
Billy Two-Face, after performing in Berlin 1930.
See, pulling a random niche like clip like that out of nowhere, it's just shameless. That's just really shameless stealing. And I don't know how else you can defend that.
Yeah, this is kind of like, now normally, generally, right, I wouldn't say, oh, he's completely ripping off the video if they just use the same clip. Sometimes it happens, right? Sometimes it happens. But the fact that the entire video is completely beat by beat, he uses the same clips, the same jokes from multiple comedians throughout, kind of verifies that. Like, even this is the same clip from Bill's old podcast. It's right here. We just heard this clip from the Comedy Historian from, I don't know, like eight years ago or something. And one of the things that I want to point out too is the videos that were made by the Comedy Historian were done on September 23rd. This video by Patrick CC was released October 20th. So around a month later, this video came out.
And I will say the other video, the first one, by the comic historian, was a lot higher quality, and I enjoyed it more than Patrick CC. I mean, for what I've saw from both, I feel like the comic historian's video is just better quality, better made, better commentary. The guy's kind of funny. So not only did he rip it off and get, like 700,000 more views around that, 750,000 more views than the comic historian, it's worse too, which is just, it really irks me the wrong way.
The Comic Historian's video had 20,000 views, so the fact that it is 723,000 views, you're right, it makes it 703,000 more views than the Comic Historian did. And I would even say, like, not only do I think the Comic Historian his video was actually funnier, but he illustrated more comics. He showed more unknown comics, gave their commentary, quite pointed and clever commentary about this whole thing that Patrick CC kind of goes over in more an effort to show the funny comments rather than the comments made by comics themselves. Now, interestingly enough, this video by Patrick's audience was not known. They didn't know that this video was stolen. The one that they did know was stolen was the Joke Thieves video. I can show you some of the comments right here, them expressing that he stole this video. Let's see. I bet the first comment is going to mention it. Look at the first one.
He hasn't deleted it.
Oh, wow. They're almost all gone.
Yeah, no, these kinds of people do see... Wait.
Here's one right here. Chase Ledbetter. Content creator makes video about comedians stealing content while the content creator stole content from another creator. Justice for the Comedy Historian.
There's one right below the Justin comment. This is exactly like, yeah.
Yeah, there it is. The Comedy Historian. I mean, exactly. You full on stole this. The irony. You blew it, Pat. Justice for the Comedy Historian. And then most of them are... Oh, funny how joke thieves never tell it better.
I think...
Yeah, YouTuber.
So ironic, but...
There's another one. YouTuber, in quotes. YouTuber that used to have good video ideas but now steals it. They're talking about Patrick. Even the Comedy Historian actually posted on here. That's crazy. I never noticed this. He says, "Damn, I just covered this last week. Great minds think alike, Patrick. Nice video, brother."
I mean, that's, I guess, the right thing to do on his end, just because this guy's so big. I mean, maybe he doesn't want to look bad. You don't want to leave a bad taste in people's mouths when they see your... That's kind of why I deleted my video. I was arguing too much. I wasn't the quality I wanted, but maybe he's hoping to get on the guy's good side. I'm not sure. I feel like it's just distasteful when there's so many people calling out this. It's not just like inspired. It's definitely just ripped off. I saw the same thing with Chilla's video. People were commenting. I saw some comments there calling Turkey Tom out, and when it's that, like, the disparity between when there's such a small amount of views off the original and such a large amount on the stolen, it's way less of a chance that your video gets like found or you get found for being a content thief. But this is just shameless, and the fact that such a small audience was able to, or such a large audience was able to sniff this out from a tiny video. I don't want to say tiny, because the guy's more successful than I am, comedy historian. So, in comparison, I will say my channel's like a speck compared to Mr. 2.3 million subs, and I'm not like ashamed admitting that, but just the disparity, it's just really shameless. There's no way of defending it. There's no inspired. It's just stolen. Period.
I also, because he is the comedy historian, I'm assuming he studied a lot in comedy. This joke could either be completely literal, that he is trying to get on his good side, or he's pointing out that this is a video that Patrick took from him without pointing it out. He's like my cynical interpretation of him illustrating without calling him out specifically, like, hey, don't we think alike? We think alike, don't we? Wow, the same last week, it's like, because I covered this last week. Great minds think alike, Patrick. Great video, brother. Now, he's giving him a lot more time than he actually had, because he posted those videos. Oh, actually, no, wait. So this video was posted, May 26th. What about the comedy historian? What was his?
Well, it's copyright.
Oh, hey, 26. So 4 days later, the basically the exact same video came out. But
I'll tell you this, it's not, that doesn't make it any less likely. I've done videos, like I think my 200,000 view video that I just released took me like 2 hours in total, including research, clip gather, everything took me 2 hours in total, and it's like half an hour. So, and when you can just record audio and pay some dude in India like 20 cents to edit your video and he'll have it done. I'm not joking. That's what people.
It's true, yeah.
Large creators do. Actually, I was thinking of doing it, like outsourcing to, cheap countries. That's how you get successful in this country. But you could legit have that done literally in a day if he really tried. So I just want to say that does not make it any less likely that he stole it or not.
Maybe one of his writers saw the video, copied it, and then gave it to the editor the next day. They did it in 2 days, and then Patrick recorded his parts in the 4th day, and then they just released it. That could be like the entire timeline.
You can copy and paste a video link into websites, get a transcript like immediately, maybe have AI reword it, which is also possible. Or you can have a experienced writer reword it, paraphrase the script, and that'll take, even with a video like that, it's a lot of clips, that'll take maybe a few hours. And yeah, like I said, pay some dude in India a couple rubles, whatever their currency.
Yeah.
And you can have it done so quickly, and that's how Turkey Tom, that's how he can have his videos out so quickly, is long documentaries. It's all outsourced, it's all AI and stolen. It's just whatever is optimal for a profit is going to get done, unfortunately, and that sacrifices quality.
And it sacrifices the personality of the creator, because obviously we can see the personality of the comedy historian, and with Patrick, it is kind of like a copy and paste video where he's like developed a personality that is really just sanitized. It's really sanitized.
With these kinds of videos, there's always it's going to be similar. That's what a lot of people were saying to me. They were saying, oh, you're going to talk about the same thing. How different can you make it? So that's never the issue, like talking about the same individual. it's the issue is like we saw earlier, just stealing word for word or beat for beat, as we say, and copying flow, pulling these niche clips out of nowhere, and you can't like. That's just what's the most shameless. Just taking out like a random clip out of nowhere that this guy who you've been called out for stealing from before, just like out of nowhere, and you just pull the same clip. It's just shameless. That's how. Knowing that, I have no like doubt that this guy's a plagiarizer.
Yeah, especially with how often he releases videos. So that's kind of why I wanted your to get your perspective on this, because I know you've been investigating Tom for a while now. This to me seems like it's another instance of that happening. These huge creators paying small writers to get ideas, and when I'm assuming when they can't come up with an original idea, they find interesting videos that are released later on or earlier, and they make that into their own content. Now, there would not be a problem with that, I think, if they address the source of the video, right? Like, oh, by the way, this idea was inspired by this video, and I just wanted to get my spin on it, right? Like, that's completely cool. As long as you credit them, you're a bigger creator, but you can't really just pass it off as a bigger idea or your own original idea. One of the things you mentioned was the fact covering similar topics was will lead you to cover the same similar stories. Now, what you can probably see on the screen here is another small creator who is really good. He's on the come up. His name is MLYP. He recently blew up by covering a Twitter creator known as Grums or Mark Kern. He did a 1-hour documentary on him called The Gooner Nomicron, just going through his entire history. He's a shady character, but that's not what I want to talk to you about. He did a video called The Doom Bathroom, which was from the Something Awful forums. About a week later, this other creator named Strange Aeons, actually it's more about 3 weeks after, she produced a video of the exact same content. Now, I watched both videos. This creator does not believe he was plagiarized, and neither do I. Now, the videos are both very original in that MLYP, he structures his video based on like the intent of the creator of the Doom Bathroom and the worst things that happened during the project, whereas Strange Aeons kinds of goes in a chronological order, and her video has a lot more details than what MLYP kind of goes over. This is like the highlights. She kind of goes over each excruciating, embarrassing detail that this guy goes through. But this is an example of what you're talking about, right? Like, you get a topic and you just cover the same thing sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why it's important to do your own research. Don't just go with the herd. If you see comments saying, "Oh, he was plagiarized by her," then a lot of people just, well, I don't know if it's human nature. A lot of people just comment the same thing and they just automatically believe it like a sheep. That's why just like have an open mind, think for yourself. Don't let just other people dictate what you think, and just take a few minutes out of your day to watch both videos and see for yourself. I mean, that's what I did when I heard these accusations and I saw, hey, this is a really blatant ripoff. So that's just important to see for yourself.
Yeah, it is, because I think, I mean, obviously I'm a video creator, I'm an editor. This takes a lot of hard work. I'm sure you understand as well that this is hard. It's rewarding when you make something good, but you want it to be original, and everybody who we watch, I think we hope for the best that they are being original, at least as far as it goes for me. So that was one of the smaller instances that I wanted to show you. I think, and these are also some creators I want to highlight as well. Much like your posting, or MLYP has 35.9 thousand subscribers, so he's a significantly smaller channel than Strange Aeons is, but he is a really good YouTuber. I think everybody watching this video should go subscribe to him. Subscribe to Bludspeth as well. Bludspeth, because he also does incredibly innovative, funny content about the the lolcow community. Now, if you're, I would not suggest you eat during most of these videos, right? I think that's a fair warning. Some of these people can be kind of disgusting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sophia Chu and Brother Chu. I know you got to go through it. You actually got to research this stuff. We just got to endure it with you when you post it.
I've seen like awful things. I've seen like content you can't see on YouTube from these people. So just imagine the worst thing you can. I've seen it. I've heard it.
Okay, what's the worst thing you've seen so far about some of the most recent people you've talked about? Like if you can describe it in a YouTube-friendly way.
Jesus. I'm assuming you probably know who Leslie Clark is. Maybe you've seen her.
Yeah.
I saw a video on a website called OnlyFans that was leaked.
Oh no. This does not sound good.
In YouTube-friendly terms?
Yeah, I guess let's call it YouTube. I mean, we're small enough to get away with it, so like maybe I could just edit around it, but it's YouTube friendly terms.
She wasn't exactly clothed.
Okay.
Laying on the bathroom floor, and she's a very large individual, so she was kind of, let's just say she was petting her cat.
Oh, okay.
Very aggressively, to the point where the cat looked like it was probably damaged or like hurt, and then the cat's peed. Like, it was just awful. That video is gone. The subreddit it was on was taken down. Well, I'm not glad the subreddit was taken down. I'm glad the video is gone, because it should be on like a dark web forum.
It's one of those like those shock videos like Goatsy, huh?
It's probably worse. It's worse than Two Girls, One Cup, I'll tell you that.
Oh God.
Watch that and what I saw.
Oh God. That's quite the standard you're setting, Blood. That's quite the standard.
I'll stand on that. You're not gonna disagree.
Do you have it archived for research?
No. What research you want to do, man? It's gone. It's off the internet. The OF page was taken down. The subreddit it was posted on was taken down. It's gone.
I can only imagine that there are some people who still have the video. I just feel like the numbers are too great. The law of average just says that there has to be a version of the video still out there on someone's phone.
I mean, ask around. You might get lucky. I would recommend it though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't call it lucky. I might call it stupidity or curiosity killing the cat, or in this case, well, whatever she was doing killed the cat, right?
Curiosity.
I guess that was her curiosity, killing that cat. Really quickly, there's one more element before I let you go that I would not call this plagiarism, because they were released one day after the other. This is a channel that I love a lot called Hockey Psychology. Few months ago, he did a entire recap on the NHL's season. About 3 months ago, it's called the full recap of the most bizarre NHL season ever. Now, his video came out second for the next creator I'm gonna illustrate, or I'm gonna show to you. But I just want to get the dates right. So his video came out July 28th this year. The next creator who released a video exactly the same, called Next Man Up. He is another hockey YouTuber, and he has a smaller subscriber base, but his video did in fact come out first, and it was called the NHL season that went completely off the rails. It also came out 3 months ago, and I know this because I'm subscribed to both of them, and about days apart I had seen these videos hit my For You. Actually, wait, what did I say? The last one was July 28th? They came out on the same exact day?
Oh, interesting.
Wow, that is crazy. They're both the same length. They covered the exact same highlights. And they came out on the exact same day, about a few hours apart from each other. That's... Okay, so I do not think that's a thing of plagiarism. I can't say that they work that fast. Unless you have...
It's a very thin line between plagiarism and just being inspired and just coincidence. It's a thin line.
And there's only a certain amount of good highlights that you want to put in a video that happened in one season in 1 year. So you're gonna go around the same thing. But no, yeah, those were kind of all my examples. I didn't realize that they came out the exact same day. I thought it was the day after, because that was how it was exposed to me, right? That's how I received the videos. But no, yeah, this has been an incredibly fun video. I'm glad that, you reached out back in email. I often try to reach out to other creators, and I never hear a response back. So I'm super happy, and I'm really grateful that you actually joined for the show today.
Yes, of course, and thank you for having me. I didn't think anyone would want the random drama YouTuber on a podcast or show, but, guess I'm special.
That's my favorite type of content. Talking about either drama or lolcows. Just this podcast is about degeneracy. So when I saw you were open to doing something like this, something I talked about with my podcast host who isn't here today, it was just something that I was like, he's gonna be perfect for this episode. And I'm really glad that was the case and that you ended up joining. Is there anything you want to share with the audience before you go? Maybe the next video that's coming out, maybe something else, another project?
Oh yeah, I got a big Tofia video coming up, a big iceberg video. I'm just waiting for approval for something, just approval process, but it's going to be pretty big, and hopefully it'll do as good as my last iceberg. I definitely think it's 10 times better because, I'm going to be honest, my video quality is very back in the day, even just a few months ago. So I've only rapidly improved the past couple of months or so, but yeah, give me a chance on my quality. I can make decent quality videos. Might be hard to believe for my regular view. Yeah, just worked very hard on it. I think stayed up like 3 nights in a row, very late. I don't like to have long projects. I just like to get things done ASAP. But yeah, worked very hard on it. Been working on it for God knows how long.
Is this video gonna address her crush on Brother Chew?
Oh yeah. I guess he saw the community post then.
I did. I sure did. I was like, because I'm vaguely familiar with the story when I first saw it from Turkey Tom's video, right? That was the first exposure to it. And I know it's like, oh, Brother Chew, I guess, I think Father Chew died, right? He's dead. And Mom Chew just died, I think.
Brother Chew died. Papa Chew just,
Oh, he's a hustler, right? He's a hustler.
Family. I mean, he's a drug-addicted criminal host. Yeah. That's a way to put it.
And his Twitter feed's kind of wild, right? Like he posts like crazy stuff. Like, what is it, like music? He makes music.
Music. He has a fake bank. He also posts a lot. Posting like random quote unquote employees. So he just posts like a picture of some white guy in a suit and gives him a fake name and a fake position in his fake bank. And then just like posts 20 different sets of photos of like real estate pictures, and then just like clicks on an article about stocks, screenshots it, makes literally 20 posts in the same day. It's delusional. It's really like gives you a peek inside the mind of a crazy man.
Watching their story is like was really sad because it's like there's nothing you can do, and all of them have something wrong with them. All of them, they're all something wrong with every single one of them. It's sad, really really sad. But that's the type of content I watch because I don't know, maybe I'm weird.
Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with liking a little bit morbid.
Yeah.
Kind of helps you appreciate the simplicity of life. I walk through my house. I don't like maneuver over garbage like certain other individuals I cover.
Yeah. You don't leave hotel rooms smelling like dog. Like Tofia and her family. They're feuding with the maid, the poor maid.
The poor girl, or I guess woman.
Yeah. Just for context, Ong, since you're listening, Brother Chew is Tofia Chew's blood brother. She had a crush on him. Yeah, shaking his head very disappointingly. Yeah.
Her ex was interviewed, and
She has an ex?
there's no doubt. Yeah, he has an ex, and he said that Tofia was very weirdly open to telling Brother Chu when she didn't have clothes on. That's a literal quote from Angie, his ex. She's kind of a lying. Can't say that word. She's a kind of a. I wouldn't say liar. She's not very trustworthy, but I have no reason to believe she'd lie about that.
She's an unreliable narrator. It's kind of like the best way to put it.
Yeah, that. But in this space, no one's reliable.
That's true. Yeah, that's honestly, that's very true about the lolcow community. They lie to make themselves somehow end up looking worse. I think they're trying to make themselves look better, and they convince themselves, but never works out. But that is Tofia chooses something else. I hope she gets the help she needs, but I know it's not coming. I know it's not coming for her. She's another Christian. She's got that roach luck.
Oh man, I miss the roaches. On her drink bottle.
Oh god, that's right. I forgot. Well, man, everybody who's watching the video right now, please go subscribe to Bludspeth. He is a great lolcow YouTuber. And anybody else we've mentioned on the show about if you've been victimized by either Patrick CC or Turkey Tom, you're also welcome to come on the video and talk about your feelings. Maybe you've been aware of this for a while. Maybe, I don't know. It's up to you. So the door is always open. Blood, I appreciate you coming on. Thanks again, man. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Is that it? We're all good to go.
That's it. So everybody, we'll see you all next week. And don't forget, don't be a chump. That's our thing. Yeah, we kind of like tell our audience not to be chumps. See you, bye, everybody. Yeah.
Don't be chumps.
Don't be chumps.
All right.